just like jumps around and moves around and stuff, and you'll be like, yeah, man, I really love this guy. So you got to have a combination of both, you know. You got to be like a really good musician and also be able to communicate, because it's all about communicating your ideas. You know, if you were a musician that was just playing on recordings, then you wouldn't need to, you know, be able to do any other stuff. But you know, when you're on stage and you know you're going up and there and stuff like that, it's all about communicating to an audience. So you know, just a little bit. I don't know what it takes. You know, sometimes, but just what it really actually takes is to be relaxed. You know, be normal and you know, just like keep your you know, your heart from pumping too hard and you know, and the reason, yeah. So, okay, yeah. So we'll go back to the topic and okay, in the studio. Like my first few experiences in the studio were like, you know, I went into the studio and started like blazing my chops and stuff like that, and the song was a really simple that kind of, you know, really simple song, and I was just going like all over the place with my guitar and stuff, you know, and pretty much like everyone laughed at me, and you know, the producer, he like ridiculed me, like made fun of me, and it really hurt me like really bad, you know, because you know, I was there impressed, and you know, my first recording, and I was really nervous, and you know, I wanted to kind of think like, you know, man, good job and stuff like that. So I ended up making a complete ass of myself. And when I heard the recording back, I actually saw what they said, because I wasn't playing for the song at all. The song was like a simple jing, you know, like I don't even remember the song, but it was a really simple acoustic song. There was hardly anything else to it. It was just an acoustic guitar. The guy was singing, and there was just like the lightest of piano and you know, drum backing and stuff like that. And I was trying to play like a rock god or whatever, you know, like that kind of stuff, and it just didn't cut it. And it totally struck me that, man, when you're in the studio, you have to be able to play what the song requires. You know, it doesn't matter what gear you have and what you've been practicing and how much you know, and you know, you don't have to put it all in one song. You know, it's just exactly what the song requires. And it's a lot of trial and error, you know, so be prepared to really go into the studio, be there for like 5 hours sometimes, just to be able to play the smallest, you know, like 4-bar part, or you know, a simple like thing that repeats all through the song. And that's when you have to basically, there's so many things that you can play and they might all work, but you have to find the right thing, you know, the one part that was meant for this song. And it doesn't come easily, man. Like, you know, no one will lie to you and tell you that, man, I knew exactly what the song required and went and played that and I was out of the studio in 5 minutes, you know. It never works like that, you know. When you hear some recordings, you'll be like, man, that's just beautiful. But, you know, something that effortless, for it to sound that effortless, takes a whole lot of energy, you know, or at least thinking on your part, you know. You have to try a whole bunch of different things and say like, okay, let me try this. Okay, not working, scrap, and think a little bit again, and try something else, and try something else, try something else, try something else, until you find the one part that you're like, oh man, that's it, that sounds so comfortably, you know, it matches the song, and that's exactly what the song needed. And that comes about from experience, obviously. You can't suddenly go to the studio and start feeling that, you know, the first time that you're in the studio, because also, you know, there's a lot of pressure also being there, because there are other musicians and some of them might be like, you know, pros, you know, over there, and you know, and you feel like, oh shit, you know, like everyone's looking at me right now, and you know, I better not. And then that kind of pressure that you put on yourself make you actually play really badly. And there's also the same pressure that, you know, you feel like, oh man, I don't want to go up and sing this song right now, or things like that, you know, because if you're in that feeling, you'll definitely not be able to remember what you were about to play, or things like that, because that's putting pressure on yourself also. So yeah, I guess the first maybe 20 recordings that I went to, I just played really badly. Not that I didn't know what to play or whatever, but I put so much pressure on myself to come out with the right part the first time, you know, like just go up there and play the right part, you know. I was putting so much pressure on myself that, you know, I was just like playing badly. I was not executing. My right hand, my left hand didn't know each other from adding. I forgot everything I ever learned and things like that, you know. So, yeah, it's just, again, like, you know, you just got to be very relaxed and got to keep a cool head about yourself. And, you know, just try out all the different things that are there in front of you. If you have a great pedal board and a great guitar, try out all the pickup settings. And your tone comes a lot into play also. You have to know how to get your tone. Uh, a lot of guitar players will just go up, crank the amp. The mic could be placed anywhere. They don't care about that. But what the audience hears and what you hear on stage, or as if you're on stage and maybe in a studio, the way you're playing, what you think you're doing, and what the person hearing thinks you're doing can be completely two different things. Because okay, your amp is facing there. You're not hearing it right in front. So you crank the treble because you can't hear the treble from where you're sitting. So you make it really trebly. But the mic is placed right there. And that's what the audience is hearing. And they'll be like hearing this screechy, like really trebly guitar sound, and you end up sounding like complete crap, because you didn't pay attention to a couple of things like that. So there are a whole lot of things. You should basically just sit in front of the amp, probably face the speaker and play and make it sound good at that point. Cut the treble down or increase the treble if there's no treble, or cut the bass down and do all your stuff. Then place the mic, because then like, okay, it's sounding great from the amp. I know that, and now it's about placing of the mic, trying to get the sweet spot where it translates exactly like that outside. So these are all the things that you're supposed to take care of, and which a lot of people when they first getting into the scene, they never bother about that and end up saying, man, you sound a shit. And no, man, it was great when I was standing. Why did that happen to that? But these are the things that